Yo, 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 I'm kicking it old school. Got the old school French chapeau. I think this was mine from like 82, 84, something like that. What else? We got the Dr. J kicks, probably the same thing, 83, 84. MC Hammer pants, leaking into the 90s there. What else we got here? Old school. Joy and Pain, Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. Old school classic on cassette, of course. And a little bit later, I might even watch a little bit of old school if I have some time. So why am I doing this? Why am I kicking it so fresh and so old school? Well, the reason is that I am talking about something old school from a blogging perspective, the 4-Hour Body. Oh my God, Justin, the 4-Hour Body, that's been out for a year. That's so old school. Yeah, it is. And it's important that I talk about this because the skeptics said I shouldn't. They said, don't talk about something that's a year old. But you know what? I just started reading this book. It's like a week new to me. It's a week old to me. So it's not old school at all. This is fresh content. And in all seriousness, this book, it's called The 4-Hour Body. It's by Tim Ferriss. I'm sure you've read it or heard of it or whatever. I'm sure I'll have like a million affiliate links below this video so you can go buy it too. But 4-Hour Body, it's all about getting in shape and all that stuff, right? The reason I started reading it was I had fallen off the horse with my health and fitness plan, mainly because I've been so bloody busy with having kids and a business. But really, that's just my excuse. And reading a book like this has totally reinvigorated me and fired me up. And I think we all need to do this, right? If you've fallen off in an area of your life, grab a book that you know is going to kick your ass back into shape. So the cool thing about Ferriss's stuff is that you don't have to read this like 8,000 word Bible. You just have to read up to 150 pages worth of stuff. And for me, it's mainly been the diet component, because that's the easiest thing to change. I mostly sit at home working, so I have total control over what I eat, and I was just getting lazy. I would eat a lot of sandwiches and bread and rice and stuff that you really shouldn't be eating if you want to go on his so-called slow-carb diet, which is a big part of this book. And so I just want to talk a little bit about that because this has had a big impact. And it's not so much about the book as it is just finding things in your life to improve. So here I was looking for a way to kind of kick my fitness back into shape, and it's actually had bigger business impacts than I realized. And the main thing is that on his slow carb diet, you're supposed to cut down all like white. It's basically don't eat anything white, like white, starchy, carby, ricey things like that. And the carbs you do eat are slower absorbing carbs, meaning that it takes your body forever to absorb them, so they're less likely to turn into fat. Really, really interesting read. And what I found is that now I'm eating lots of vegetables and protein, and then one day out of the week, so 6 days a week I'm eating super healthy like that, and then the 7th day, which is usually Saturday for me, I pretty much go to town and drink beer and eat fatty foods and whatever else I want to do. But that's the cool rhythm that keeps it going. You don't have to be this disciplined dude 7 days a week, which is totally unrealistic in my opinion. But again, back to what I was saying, the reason this has impacted my business life is I have actually way more energy, and I'm just noticing it now, maybe 3 weeks into this thing, that I used to spike energy levels up and down all day long, but I would crash really hard, and especially now thinking about it, after eating lots of starchy and white stuff. And I stay up super late and I get up super early. I probably sleep like 4 or 5 hours a night max. And I think a lot of you watching are like me. You're either an aspiring full-time entrepreneur or you're full-time and you're just driven. Like you want to accomplish a lot of things. I go to sleep thinking about things I can do next and how I can improve and get better. And so I often just don't get the sleep I need. And those crashes would really hurt me. I would just feel like falling asleep. And it would happen a lot of the times during the day, like 3, 4 o'clock when I'm trying to dedicate time to my kids and I want to be there with them and play with them and do cool stuff, and I don't want to be this zombie walking around that's boring to play with. I want my kids to have fun. So that's been a really big thing, and I just wanted to talk about this on camera because maybe it's just your diet. Maybe you could do exactly what I did and change up your life, change up your routine to get that energy you need, but look for those correlations. Like I had no idea that changing my diet and doing the 4-Hour Body was going to have all these other cool impacts. And again, that's the cool thing that we have as entrepreneurs is we're always looking for areas to improve, to hack, to get better at, and one area of your life might actually impact another. So keep looking for things like that. Check out the 4-Hour Body. There's tons of cool stuff in here, and let me know what you thought about this. Thanks. Old school out.